name is Jeb.
And I'm DB.
We'd like to welcome all you free Americans who are blessed to live in this great country we call the United States to tonight's broadcast of Fox News. We bring you some breaking news tonight. We've just learned that the savage John Brown has murdered quadruplets and their mother in an attempt to start a war on slavery.
Wow, Jeb, that is terrifying to hear.
Also just in, we've just learned that our field correspondent, Randy Cox, is in the field with John Brown and he's willing to talk. Now we'll send it over to you, Randy Cox.
Thank you, Jeb. I'm here to an undisclosed location with John Brown, the murderer of those 5 innocent people. John Brown, is that even your real name?
Probably.
Why did you kill those 5 innocent people?
LOL, cuz the crimes of this guilty nation will never be purged away but with blood.
You don't think you should be more cautious about murdering people?
Caution, sir. I am eternally tired of hearing that word caution. It is nothing but a word of a coward.
Those who support slavery, who you call cowards, are commendably trying to find a solution that is nonviolent. How is your barbaric approach justified?
If it is deemed necessary that I should forfeit my life for the furtherance of the ends of justice, and mingle my blood further with the blood of my children and with the blood of millions in this slave country, whose rights are disregarded by wicked, cruel, and unjust enactments, I submit, so let it be done.
Why do you think forfeiting your own and others' lives is effective? What do you think will result?
When I strike, the bees will begin to swarm, and I want you to help hive them. I like bees.
All right, you heard it here. John Brown fights for bees, not blacks. Back to you, DB and Jeb.
Shocking news from Randy Cox. I always knew that lunatic Brown had an alternative motive. No American would ever be that passionate about freeing slaves.
You're so right, DB. All Americans should begin to question the mental stability of this John B. Lover Brown. Next up after the break is Stephen Douglas. So, DB, what do you think about this Stephen Douglas fellow that we have coming on?
Well, seeing as he caused this whole mess with the Kansas-Nebraska Act, and seeing he's one of those petty expansionists that hate Indians, but somehow is against the oppression of black people, I'm looking forward to what he'll have to say.
You're so right, DB. He's quite the hypocrite. But we'll still love to have him on the show, and we will right after these messages from our sponsors.
At the river mouth, the bears catch only the tastiest, most tender salmon. Which is exactly what we at John West want. John West endured the worst to bring you the best.
Welcome back, America. This is Fox News. And we're sitting down with our good friend, Mr. Stephen Douglas.
Stephen Douglas? Stephen. Alright, Stephen. Very common name.
All right, Mr. Douglas. I think America needs to know your stance on the question of slavery. There's only 2 sides to this argument, and you haven't given your support to either of them, so tell us now.
Well, Jeb, you are right. There are only 2 sides to this issue. Every man must be for the United States or against it. There can be no neutrals in war. Only patriots and traitors. This is not an anti or pro-slavery issue.
So these traitors you speak of, are they abolitionists?
No. Our nation's traitors are those who have agitated or disrupted the unity of the nation over the slave issue. Those who created the agitation over slavery are both abolitionists in the North and anti-unionists in the South.
So then how can we avoid this agitation?
That's a good question, BD. But the answer to that is through popular sovereignty proposed by the Kansas-Nebraska Act. The true intended meaning of this act is not to legislate slavery into any state or territory or to exclude it from any state or territory, but to leave the people there of perfectly free to form and regulate their own domestic institutions.
So popular sovereignty can be an effective practice for states to determine their stance on slavery, but how can it help solve the issue on a nationwide level?
The issue of whether our nation will entirely condone or ban slavery will be insignificant if we cannot keep this union from collapsing. The Kansas Nebraska Act is a union saving solution for now, buying our nation time to resolve the greater concern without dividing.
Okay, Stefan. So, do we need to focus on saving the Union, on deciding a definite position on slavery, or what?
Ask America.
This is Fox News, and this is for you to decide, America.
This concludes our newscast, which is packed full with breaking stories, including a man who kills in the names of bees instead of human beings, and an interview with an Illinois congressman who told us that we should be more concerned about the state of our nation than whether we should have or not have slaves.
Thanks for watching tonight, but join us tomorrow night with an interview on a freed slave, if he hasn't been caught yet. I'll drink to that.
Me and my niggas tryna get it, yeah bitch. Yeah bitch. Hit that house, they tell me is you with it, yeah bitch. Yeah bitch. Home invasion was persuasive. Was persuasive. Was persuasive. From 9 to 5, I know it's vacant, yeah bitch. Yeah bitch. Dreams of living life like rappers do. Like rappers do. Like rappers. Back when condom rappers wasn't cool. They wasn't cool.
God!
Say your lines.
Damn it, Johnson.
Hi, I'm Shav Mason.
I'm a DB. I'm a DB.
Well, this concludes our coverage.
Is that it?